Hey yo, Kevin Phoenix here with the Illuminerdi here at San Diego Comic-Con 2022. I'm here with Roberto Stanichi, head of global vehicles.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
So I oversee the Mattel business for all of our vehicles toys. So that's Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and our partnership with Disney with Pixar Cars. So it's a fantastic job. I love it. It's so exciting. Great brands.
So you get to choose what vehicles you make, what vehicles you bring to the public.
Well, it's a team sport, right? And we have a phenomenal team back home in El Segundo, California, with marketers, designers, engineers, and people that makes those decisions. But we all work together choosing that, So it's really fun because we have meetings and decisions about, hey, is this car gonna go down a ramp? Is it gonna jump? Is it gonna crash into a T-Rex? And all the kinds of things that we want to bring to market. So it's a lot of fun.
So I imagine at the office you have a lot of prototypes. Do you test them in different ways? Like, how's this one work on the ramp? How's this one work on the Hot Wheels set? How would it work if I put this one on Rainbow Road?
Absolutely. It's interesting. Like, we go to the office and we're actually playing a lot with the toys. Almost every day, we're looking at the samples and the prototypes. There's a lot of physics that go into making Hot Wheels and making the performance cars, and making sure that those cars are going to be great for the track. But one of the things that's interesting too, for instance, if you take the Rainbow Road that we were playing with downstairs just a minute ago, you have different cars with different weights, right? Because Bowser is a lot heavier than, for example, Mario or Luigi, and that changes a little bit how you play with it, some of the outcomes of the races. So all of it is part of the Hot Wheels play pattern and the way that we see that kids interact with the toys, right? It's about testing. It's about sometimes trying things, they don't work, and then you switch your track up, or you switch the car, you try again, and then you make the jump, you make the race, and that's what's fun about it.
Between you and me, which character usually wins the Mario Kart racetrack?
So, secret, so don't tell anyone, but the heavier ones normally tend to go faster because they have more momentum in the track with the diecast, so pick Bowser.
Working on so many different ones, you said Disney, you have Hot Wheels, Matchbox, you got the Pixar line. Do you have a personal favorite vehicle that's, it's got to be hard?
I mean, it's really hard because, I really feel at home here. I'm growing up, I had over 20,000 comic books, so this is my people, and it's really hard to choose, between Marvel, DC, Star Wars. It's like asking me to choose what's my favorite kid, almost. But when you think about vehicles, I have a really special place in my heart for the DeLorean for Back to the Future. It's a classic, but I absolutely adore a lot of the properties that we work with, and it's an honor and a privilege to that this is my job, to actually make toys out of the properties that I love.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You play with toys all day. You bring toys to everybody. You give it all. And Comic-Con, you have the Rose Gold Peach, you have Kit, you have Ghost Rider, and everything else going on in the booth. Being back first time since 2019, what is it that you want fans to take away from their experience at the Mattel?
Yeah, I think Hot Wheels has always been seen as a car brand, and it is a car brand. But at the same time, we have such a rich history of representing pop culture in the 54 years of the brand, right? And I think our presence at Comic-Con has been consistently delivering on that promise, right, and on that vision. And I think when you look at the lines here at the booth today, you see that fans are really recognizing that, they're embracing that, and they're seeing that Hot Wheels is an iconic brand to represent the automotive side of their pop culture, passion and fandom. So what I love about what we're doing this year is that a lot of the exclusives that we have, and the ones that you mentioned, they're really authentic in a way of delivering to the fans things that matter to them, right? Like, for instance, Kit, it's the very first time that we have a diecast that has LED embedded into it. I mean, the engineering to miniaturize that is great. It's actually rechargeable, so you're not going to run out of battery. The Ghost Rider, which is my personal favorite, it's an exact replica of the comic book cover from 1972 when Johnny Blaze became the Ghost Rider. Again, I said I'm a huge comic book fan, so it's very near and dear to my heart. But the way that the team designed the flames in the back of the skull is just great craftsmanship, and it's just beautiful to see. Not to mention the packaging. I mean, the fact that the toy itself in die-cast is flying through a replica of the comic book cover is just really special. Really special.
All right, well, one last question. If you can give one word to tease something coming next, it doesn't have to be specific, but just vague or specific as you want. One word for what's next.
Everything.
All right, thank you so much, Roberto.
Thank you.
Great rest of your
Pleasure. Thank you.